This is the student version of the lesson that we did for the teachers. Now, if you're starting with this one, it is much better if you start with the teacher's version first before you come to this one. It will explain a lot more. So let's start. Remember, this is the book. And what will the students be able to do in learning? We, that's the student, can hear a word and know which picture it is. And we're going to focus now on the demo of bag and pencil to help the student learn. But first, they need to learn the tool. So you might use this as a demonstration, but you will notice now that the script is the way the teacher talks. So the teacher will tell the students, I will say the word bag. I will put the picture on the screen. Say yes or no in a low voice. Do not shout. Do not repeat after me. And look at the picture. Listen to the word I say, bag, and you will say yes. We'll do it again. I will say a word, bag. I will put a picture on the screen, and you will say yes, no in a low voice. Do not shout. Do not repeat after me. And of course, I said bag, and I showed you a picture not of a bag, and you will say no. That's how the tool works. So you might want to spend some time teaching the students how to use this tool first. Now, let's try it. Again, we're going to learn the words first, okay? Look at the picture. So we're learning the word now. Listen to the word. So you're trying to get them to know the English word for every picture you put. That's why you said look at the picture and listen to the word. And you say bag. You put a picture up, you say bag. You put a picture up, look at the picture, listen to the word, and you put a picture up, and you say bag, okay? Bag. Now, another picture. Look at the picture, listen to the word, and you say pencil. Notice you're putting the picture before you say the word in the demonstration part. Look at the picture, listen to the word, and you say pencil, like this. You put the picture, and you say pencil. Okay, let's try. Listen to the word, look at the picture. Now, when you want the kids to say yes or no, you have to say the word first, then put the picture, and then the kids will say yes or no, like this. You say the word, bag. You put a picture, and the kids need to say yes. You say bag, you put a picture, and the kids will say yes. Bag. And the kids will say no. You say a word, bag. You put a picture, the kids will say yes. So let's try it with pencil now, okay? All right. You say a word, pencil. You put a picture, and the kids go, yes. You say a word, pencil. You put a picture, 1, 2, 3. Then the kids will say, yes. Remember, this has to be done in a normal voice, not in a shouting voice. So let's try it again. You say, pencil. 1, 2, 3. Picture, signal to the kids, and they will go, no. You say a word, pencil. 1, 2, 3. You put a picture and signal, and the kids go, yes. So you need to do this again and again until they master not just the words, but how to use this tool. Now, once they master pencil and book, sorry, pencil and bag, then you can start to apply new words. Remember, once they learn this tool, you can apply it on new words as well. Now we're going to go to speaking. At first, we only heard the words and we looked at the pictures and we said yes, no. But in this part, we're going to say, look at the picture, say the word for it. Let's learn the tool first. Look how you speak. I will put a picture on the screen. I will give a hand signal after 2 to 4 seconds. Everybody, say the word for the picture to each other in pairs in a low voice. Do not shout. Bag. Let's try it again. I will put the picture on the screen. You put a picture. I will give you a signal after 2 to 4 seconds. Say the word for the picture to each other in pairs in a low voice. Do not shout. So that's the tool, okay? You're helping the students learn the tool here. Pencil, that's what they will say. Now, let's try it. Look at the picture. Wait for my signal. Say the word for the picture to each other in a low voice. And what will the kids do? 1, 2, 3, you give a signal, and they will say bag. Let's try it. You don't repeat the instructions every time you put a picture up, okay? Just the first time. So now you say, you put the picture, 1, 2, 3, and the kids will say bag. Remember, to each other in pairs in a low voice. You put a picture, 1, 2, 3. You give a signal, and the children will say pencil. You put a picture, 1, 2, 3. The kids will say pencil. Now, you put a picture, 1, 2, 3, and the kids will say to each other, bag. Now, you can do this several times until they can say the words. But if it's easy for them now, raise the level of the tool. Demonstrate. Look at the pictures. Wait for my signal. Say the words for the pictures to each other in a low voice and point to the direction of the arrow, you know, so that they can look from left to right in English. Don't let them speak. Don't let them speak. Give a signal now, and the kids will go bag, pencil to each other in pairs in a low voice. Let's try it again. You show a picture. You show a picture. You show a picture. You give a signal, and the kids will go pencil, bag, pencil. Don't point. If you point, then the students or the children will only look at the picture of the word you're pointing. What we want them to do is to see all 3 pictures and then say all 3 words. Now that the students have learned the tool and are able to apply it, show them how we can do it with new words. You need to help them learn the new words. So the new words are going to be book, window, and seat. We are going to go back to the listening. You show them the picture, or you might hold up a real book and you go book. You go back, book. You might go back again, book. Now, remember this is listening. So what comes first, the word or the picture? The word. You say the word, book. You put a picture. You signal now, and the children will say yes. Again, you say a word first, book. You put a picture. You give a signal, and the kids will go yes. You say a word. Notice we're always saying the word book, book. You put a picture, you signal, and the kids will say no. But the last one must always be the right one. So book, you put a picture, you give a signal, and the kids will say yes. Now let's try it with some more. The next word is window. Again, you might say window a couple of times. You might point to the window in the classroom. Don't shout, don't exaggerate. Don't go window. That is not the right way to say it. It's window. Again, let's use the same tool. It's listening. You say the word first, window. Then you put a picture. Then you give a signal, and the kids will say yes. You say the word window. Then you put a picture. Then you give a signal, and the kids will say yes. Then you say a word, window. Then you put a picture. Then you give a signal, and the kids will say no. Then you say the word, window. Then you put a picture, and then you give a signal, and the kids are going to say yes. Now, the next one is seat, a place to sit down, seat. Now you say the word seat. You put a picture, and you give a signal, and the kids will go yes. You say the word seat. Then you put a picture. Then you give a signal, and the kids will say yes. Then you say a word, seat. Then you put a picture, and then you give a signal, and the kids will go no. Then you say a word, seat. Then you put a picture. Then you give a signal, and the children will say yes. So you do this again another time, 2, 3, 4 times, depending on how fast the students can remember these words. Now demonstrate how to use the tool, then apply. Notice, we have gone now to speaking. What are we going to speak? The same 3 words that we just learned. I will remind everybody that in the first unit, you go slower than the rest of the other units. The other units will start to finish faster. You say to them, look at the picture, wait for my signal, say the word for the picture to each other in a low voice. Now, if you ask only 1 or 2 people to say it, then the rest are not saying. And choral answer is not one of the most effective way, because when people speak chorally, they could mispronounce, they would say it in a sing-song. Let's try it. You put a picture of a book, you signal, and the kids will say book. Let's try it. You remember, you don't repeat the instructions for every picture, only when you start. You put a picture, you signal, and the kids will say book. You put a picture, you signal, and the kids will go window. You put a picture, you signal, and the children will go window. You put a picture, you give a signal, and the children will say seat. Now, if they can do this, again, notice that we always put at least two different versions of the same picture. All right, seat. Now, again, do the same set 1, 2, 3 more times if necessary, so that the kids will say the word correctly for the picture. Now, we can raise the level of the tool. In raising the level of the tool, there are many, many different tools. So this is just the first one that you're looking at. You tell the children, look at the pictures, wait for my signal, say the words for the pictures to each other in a low voice, and you point in the direction of the arrow. Now, when you put the first picture, raise your hand up with your palm facing forward, or you can wag your finger as don't talk now. Don't talk. Don't talk, don't talk, don't talk. Then you give the signal, now. And the children will say to each other, book, window, seat. Then you do it again. You put the first picture, and remember to signal to them or to make a gesture with your hand. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. And now you give a signal for them to speak, and they will go book, seat, window. Again, repeat the sequence another 2-3 times for the kids to get enough practice for saying the words. Now, that doesn't mean after you do this that you cannot ask a few of them to actually say the words, but always make them go through the experience first before you ask any one student alone. We have reached the end, and I hope you enjoyed this. Looking forward to working with you on next lessons that will come up soon.